What's going on, Stardew Valley fam? Welcome back to the next episode of the Stardew Valley series. Coming at you with a little more consistency than usual. As always, we're going to get these crops watered up really quickly, so let me get that done. So guys, in the last episode, we did the luau, we reached the bottom of the mines, we finished the entire boiler room, so we unlocked the ability to use the minecarts around town. So today, first thing I know I want to do is I'm going to get our pickaxe upgraded, since we did reach the bottom of the mines. We don't really have a main use for this anymore, so we're going to try to get our pickaxe upgraded as much as possible. Oh, but you know what I just realized? I don't have enough money for it. It's 5,000 gold to be able to do the upgrade. Alright, so scratch that. We're going to do something else that I've been meaning to do for a while. We're going to grab some wood, we're going to grab some copper, and we are going to make a few of these tappers. We'll make 3. And we're going to put these on the 3 different types of trees that are in the game. And we're going to be able to get the maple syrup, the oak resin, and the pine tar. So right here, we're just going to quickly throw one on there. We'll throw one on here, and if we see a pine tree somewhere on our farm, we'll throw this on there. So we'll just quickly run over here and throw that on there. So that's going to be able to give us the pine tar, and the ones over by the bus are going to give us the oak resin and the maple syrup. What is this down here? We got like an owl statue? What can I do with this? Stone owl. It's not clear where this came from, but it looks very fine. Okay. I'm not entirely sure what that is. I think it's just one of the things that can rarely spawn on your farm. They don't have much of a use, but, you know, are still cool to have. While we are here, though, it's Friday, so we're going to run over to the traveling merchant over here and see if she's got anything that we can buy that we need for the community center. So from what I can see, the only things that I'm really interested in would be the duck feather or the puffer fish for the community center. But both of those, I mean, that's going to take up all our money, and eventually we're going to get ducks, and eventually we're going to be in a position where we can catch our own pufferfish, so I'm not too concerned about that. The coffee bean, however, I am pretty interested in. It is going to cost us 300, but we can plant these now, and after they grow, they're going to produce multiple more coffee beans that we can keep using to plant and plant and plant. And it's going to be able to give us coffee when we place it in a keg, and coffee is going to increase our speed, which will let us do more things in our day. The only thing is, we're almost to the midpoint of summer. I don't know if it's worth it to buy it now. It grows in the spring or the summer, so ideally I want to grow this starting in the spring and all the way through the summer. I think I'm going to not pick it up, and next year we're going to have our own sprinklers and everything, so I think it'll be more worth it to pick it up then. Oh, another lost book. Cool. One thing that we can do that I've been neglecting to do for a while is harvest this wheat. And it's going to give us a little bit of hay too, but this 10 wheat we can put into the... Oh shit. So I was going to say we could put this 10 wheat in the community center, but we didn't get... We got a gold and 2 silvers, and I don't think that I can put all of them in the community center at once. I mean, we can go check. While we're here though, we will check the bulletin board. Everyone wants a diamond for 2250 gold. Yeah, we can see if we have a diamond at home. So real quick, while we're here, I know for a fact that we can go to the summer crops bundle and put this tomato in here. So all we're going to need is the blueberry and the melons, which we have planted at home. But if we go over to the bulletins board here, so we can put 7. Oh, we can put them all in. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, great news. So all we're going to need is 10 hay, which we can just buy from Marty. It's not that expensive. And 3 apples, which we're going to have to buy an apple tree for, which will be pretty expensive. Let's see if we run over to Pierre's here. The apple sapling is going to cost 4,000 gold, which we do not have at all right now. Real quick, I want to check the beach and see what the forageables are looking like. We got a clam, a coral. Oh, we did get a mussel, which I think we can donate to the community center. A rainbow shell. I don't know if you can donate that, but I know it at least sells for a little bit. A dried starfish from the ground, which is an artifact, so we can donate that. We get a sea urchin, which I know for a fact you can donate. So while we're over here, might as well go over to the library and donate this starfish one time. So might as well, just while we're in the area, go over to the bulletin board here, go to the dye bundle, and give the sea urchin to this one. Unfortunately, none of the other stuff that we picked up from the beach can be donated, but they're going to be able to sell for a pretty good amount. We're going to get level 4 foraging on the day. You know, always cool. And today is going to be a rainy day. Go over to the fortune teller, and it's a slightly unlucky day, but that's fine. It looks like our melons are done growing. They are. So we're looking for five-star melons, and we got 0, which is pretty bad. All right, so we are probably gonna have to buy some more melons and some more fertilizer, and hope that we actually hit the goal that we're looking for. Before we do that, however, we are going to come back to the beach. We're going to find another rainbow shell, which is pretty lucky. But we're going to come right here, and we're going to try to catch some more summer fish, because it is summer now, and we haven't gone summer fishing. So that means that there's a bunch of new fish that are available to us that weren't available during spring, that we need for the community center. So we're going to try to get a bunch of those now. And here we go. Already one that we need, the red snapper. We'll donate that in a minute. So the next fish that we're going to try to catch is at the mountain river up above on the map. But since we walk by it anyways, we can go to the ocean bundle and put in our red snapper. So the next fish we're going to be looking for is the shad. It can only be caught right here and only while it is raining, which it is today, and that doesn't happen very often. So we're going to take advantage of it. It is kind of a hard fish to catch, and I only have the bamboo pole here, so it might be a little difficult, but, you know, we'll give it a shot at least. Oh! We just got a diamond from that chest, and we can give that to Evelyn and make 2,200 gold. That's awesome. See what we get in this treasure chest. Oh, we got another lost book. Nice. Oh, here it is. I think this is the one. See how it's moving a lot more than the other fish typically do? Okay, so that's not the one we were going for. The sturgeon is the one we just caught there, but that is one we're also going to need for the community center, so we're not mad at that at all. Okay, guys, so I just checked the guide again, and I completely got my fish mixed up. The sturgeon was the one that we were looking for. The shad is in the rivers, not the mountain lake, so we're going to go down to the rivers and start going for it there. But at the end of that, we ended up with the sturgeon, which is one of the ones we needed, and we also got the chub, which I'm sure I've caught before, but we can put this in one of the bundles. Not one of the fishing bundles, but if we go over to the bulletin board and we go over to the, not enchanted bundle, but the field research bundle, Demetrius wants one of these. So we're totally going to donate that. So while we're over here, we will go to the, where is it at? The lake fish bundle and throw in our sturgeon. And that's going to complete this bundle. And as a reward for that, we are going to get a dress spinner, which is a fishing tackle that we can put on fishing rods in the future. The bamboo pole cannot hold fishing tackles yet, but once we upgrade that, we're going to be able to use it. And as well as that, we are going to go over to the field research bundle and throw that in. So all we're missing is a nautilus shell, which shouldn't be too hard to get. And I almost forgot to go over to the pantry here and summer crops bundle, throw in our melon. So all we need is the blueberry, and that bundle's going to be complete. Oh, wait, let's talk to our girl one time. Might as well give her a little something. We'll give her some sweet peas, which she's going to like. It looks delicious. Bitch, that's a flower. Let's just go to fishing, man. Oh, and there it is. First try. We get the shad, so we can donate that as well. But I figure while we're in the area, we can stop over at Evelyn's house, pull out this diamond that we caught from fishing, and we can give this to her, and she's going to really appreciate it. Going over to our journal here, 2250 gold, just for that. I mean, we basically did nothing. Almost forgot, real quick, we're going to run over to Piers, and we're going to have to buy a bunch more melon seeds, which I'm a little concerned about this because I don't want to wait until next year's summer to be able to get this bundle done. So I want to get the right amount, but I don't want to buy a ton to the point where I'm not going to need them. How about 25? I think 25, that's a good number. We just need a fifth of them to hit that gold star value. Although on second thought, if 9 didn't give me 1, maybe I'll just buy 5 more. Who knows, that might save me. I'm thinking we're gonna drop off this shad and call it a day. Oh, little cutscene with Demetrius here. He's got some good news for us and a breakthrough in the local environment. So he's going to tell us something about that cave that we have been seeing on our farm and hasn't had a use quite yet. So right here is actually a pretty big decision, guys. So basically what he's telling us is the cave over at the side of our cliff there, which I'll show you guys in a second, it can either be filled with two things, mushrooms or fruit bats. So the mushrooms, as the name kind of suggests, is going to give us just a random variety of mushrooms every now and then. And the fruit bats are going to give us a random variety of fruits every now and then. Now, I don't think either of these are objectively wrong. You know what I'm saying? They both have their pros and cons. But on my main farm on my Xbox, I actually did the mushrooms. So this time I think I want to do the fruit bats and just see, you know, what random stuff we can get. Maybe we'll get some stuff at the community center. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go with the fruit bats here. So guys, that was awesome. Always really cool. And if you take a look, our blueberries are finally done. So let's get these all harvested and turned in. And as you can see, guys, each one of these gives multiple blueberries per harvest. And they're going to keep reproducing now after we harvest them now. So this is going to be huge profits for us. Oh, and looks like our star fruit was done as well. And as well, our mixed seeds are also going to be done. Might as well collect all of these. This is going to be a crazy day for profit here, guys. So guys, we sold all of our quality blueberries and all of the forageables down here. We're going to keep one blueberry set aside for the community center, and we're not going to quite yet sell these 132 other blueberries, and that's because of this right here, the preserves jar. So what that's going to be able to do is we're going to put these blueberries inside of the preserve jar, and it's going to turn them into jam, which is going to triple the value of our blueberries. But it's going to take some time for that to happen. But I think it'll be worth it. We'll check the mail, and looks like Pam wants a pale ale, and she needs us to get that for her, so we can run by the saloon and pick that up for her one time. But to get that preserve jar, and to get a bunch of preserve jars, we're going to need 50 wood, 40 stone, and 8 coal. So I think I'm going to do a bunch of wood cutting, a little stone mining, and some coal mining as well. Just using the resources that we have at home here, we can only make 2 of them, and that's because we ran out of wood pretty fast. So I think that wood cutting is going to be the first thing that we get done. So guys, while we're doing that, I am going to show you, this is the cave over here, and you can see it's pretty empty, but they're going to have these bats in here now. And these aren't going to be bats that, you know, in the mines that we kill. These are going to be bats that are going to produce fruit for us over time. So every now and then we'll check in on this and see what fruit that they've produced. And it's just going to be another free source of profit for us. And hopefully it's going to produce some fruits that we need for the community center. You know what? I have an idea. Let's make some bombs. Now, I'm not sure how effective these are going to be at taking out the trees, but, I mean, you might as well try. Alright, takes at least 2. Okay, it takes at least 3. Okay, it takes at least 4. Okay, it takes at least 5. Okay. Alright, we got 100-something stone out of that. That's not bad. Alright, so before I pass out from exhaustion, because our energy is pretty low, we got a pretty good amount of wood that we will be making into the preserve jars later. But, of course, it is Sunday, so we will check out the traveling merchant, and because our money is kind of up right now, we can afford to buy something from her. Okay, so the coffee bean market has just exploded, I guess. It was 300 2 days ago, and now it's 2,500. That's insane. But nothing else that I'm really interested in, so we'll move on. So we'll go ahead and craft as many preserve jars as we can make. We get 7, and that's not bad at all. These are all the preserve jars that we have so far. We'll throw in all of the blueberries that we can fit. And we're not going to end up, you know, putting all of our blueberries in here. Obviously, it's 122, and it would take forever with the 7 preserve jars that we have. But it'll give us a little bit of profit, and over time, this will be worth it. But for now, we are going to put, we'll say, maybe half of them in here. But before we end off the day, we are going to put this final blueberry in the summer crops bundle. And that's going to complete this bundle as well. For our reward, we're going to get our first ever quality sprinkler. And to be able to craft these, we're going to have to get level 6 farming, which, if you take a look at our statistics, We're only at level 5 right now, so we need at least one more level on that. But as soon as we get level 6, we'll be able to craft these things. And these are what we're going to start using rather than the normal sprinklers. So we get level 5 farming, which is awesome. And so we can either choose the rancher or the tiller for our possession. So with the rancher, we're going to get our animal products worth 20% more. So once we get barns and coops, you know, the milk that we get, the eggs that we get, all that stuff is going to be worth 20% more. With the tiller, our crops are only going to be worth 10% more. But I am going to go with tiller because we grow crops a lot more than we use animal products in this game. And on top of that, the profession that we can get after this will increase how much our artisan's goods sell for. And the artisan goods are our wines, our jams, our jellies, all that stuff, which is going to be worth a ton once we max it out. But as you can see, guys, just from half of our blueberries being sold and all of our grapes and whatnot, we are going to get a ton of gold from this. But real quick, check out the star fruit. Just one of these star fruits that we grew sold for 750 gold. So imagine a world where we have a whole farm of star fruits and each of them are 750. That's what we're looking for. So guys, if you check out our quality sprinkler here, you're going to see that all of these tiles, all of these blueberries that I'm walking around right now, we're not going to have to water today because the sprinkler's already on it. So once we get our farming just one level more, we're going to be able to craft these, and we're never going to have to water our own crops again, which is incredible. Now that we've got that out of the way, I think we're going to go down to the ocean, and there are two fish that I need to catch down there. It's the tuna and the tilapia. We caught a flounder, which is not a fish we've caught before, but not one that we need. And there's the tilapia already. That's a great start. Whoa, okay. This one is pretty fast. Probably going to be the tuna we're looking for. And it is. Oh, and we walk into Willie's fish shop, and we're gonna get a little cutscene. Oh, not happy about that. He's gonna ask us if we've been catching a lot of fish. I've been catching a lot of trash, to be honest with you. Honestly, it might be too difficult. He's going to recommend that we buy the training rod until we get a little more experience. He looks a little worried, though. We'll ask if everything's okay. This has been tough for him. I guess no one wants to fish. Why did the music cut out? Okay, so that was a little ominous, but basically what he's hinting towards is the fact that if we complete the community center, then business will get better from him, and he'll be able to show us what is back here, because currently it is locked. So once we complete the community center, we'll be able to go back there, which is super late game stuff, but we'll get there at some point. While we're here, though, we could buy the fiberglass rod, which is a upgrade to our bamboo pole, and I think we are going to go ahead and buy that, because we're going to be catching a lot more fish soon. And with this, we're going to be able to throw on tackles. So we'll go ahead and test it out a second. You see these little spots here. That means that there's a rare fish sitting right there. Hit it exactly. There we go. And we'll see what fish we get. It's moving like a tuna. I'm going to say it's a tuna, but we can only find out when we catch it here. Yeah, it's another tuna. But if you ever see those spots in the water, definitely try to fish on them, because it'll give you a rare fish pretty much every time, so it's never a bad idea to check those out. Whoa! What the hell is that? Okay, so that was an incredibly rare fish. That was insane. I wonder if we can try to catch that one. Let's try to catch that one. Ooh, we caught a red mullet, which we haven't caught before. We don't need it for anything, but you know, always cool. Oh, and the spot went away, so can't use it anymore. I really wonder what that crazy fish was. So we're walking out of this with 5 tuna and 4 tilapia, a red mullet, a flounder. This was a good fishing trip. But we can go over to the fishing tank here, ocean fish bundle. Let's not use a gold quality one. Let's use our basic one, and we'll throw in one of our tunas, and that is the ocean bundle complete. And for our reward, we're going to get 5 warp totems to the beach, and we'll just be able to right-click this and instantly go to the beach, which, you know, we'll find some use for it. And I think that's going to do it for all of the summer fish that we can catch at this point in time. We are able to catch the catfish over here, but we'll only be able to do that in the secret woods, which we haven't quite unlocked. So it looks like there is one more summer fish that we're going to have to catch, and it's the puffer fish. And after we catch that, the rest of the fish will be able to be caught in fall. So hopefully we can get that done. Waking up, we're going to check the mail, and we get a letter from our mom talking about an article about me in the local paper. So that's pretty cool. And our very next letter is going to be from the Stardew Valley Tribune, which is saying that we are getting a place in their article. I'm thinking today the first thing I want to get done is I want to give this piece of amethyst to Abigail, because it's a gift that she loves, and we don't go out of our way to give her gifts enough. Pierre's going to want an octopus for his great-grandfather's tombstone. I don't think I have any way of getting an octopus, so I'm not going to take that. We see our girl over here. Let's roll up on her once on. Go ahead and hand her this. She's going to love it. Incredible. If you take a look at our hearts, we're up to 3 hearts on her, so not bad at all. One pretty cool thing is that because we are 3-star friends with her, or sorry, 3-heart value with her, we can go in her room without her even being in here, which is something you only get when you are at least 3 hearts with someone. So, I mean, not a ton to do in here, but you can just check it out. She's got a guinea pig named David. That's awesome. She's got a sword hidden in her clothes. That's interesting. One quick thing I want to note is we can afford the final backpack upgrade, which is going to give us 36 slots for 10,000 gold. I don't know if I want to spend that quite yet. Maybe after a few blueberry harvests, I'll buy that, but I don't know if I want to do that quite yet. Now, what we are going to be looking for is the puffer fish, which can only be caught from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. So it's kind of a short window that you're able to catch it, but hopefully we get lucky today. Oh, okay, wait, this one... Okay, wow. We've never seen a pattern like this before, so this is definitely a rare fish. I'm thinking it could be the puffer fish that we're looking for. It's... Holy shit. Okay, wait, so I might lose this. Clutch up, Dan. Let's go! Oh, and that's the puffer fish we were looking for. Oh, that was intense. So we'll go ahead and go to the... Where is it at? Is it night fishing? No. Is it specialty? It's specialty. We'll drop the puffer fish in there. So the only other 2 fish that we need for this bundle is the wood skip, which is in the secret woods that we haven't gotten yet, and the sandfish, which is in the desert, which we also haven't unlocked yet. We're going to level 5 fishing, which is pretty cool. We got to choose the trapper, which is going to make the resources required to craft crab pots reduce, so we can just craft crab pots easier. Or we get the fisher, which fisher just worth 25% more. We're just going to go ahead and choose the fisher here. Fish being worth more just is better for us, and the upgrade in the future, or the profession in the future, I should say, it's just better in general. Oh, and it looks like here on day 17, our blueberry jelly is going to be done. So we are going to pick up all these. We will restock with some more blueberries, and we will throw that into here. We are going to set one of these aside for the community center. You can see if we go to the artisan bundle, we are going to need a jelly for that, so we'll set aside one. But the rest of these can definitely get shipped, and I think I'm also going to ship the rest of the blueberries, because by the time that these blueberries grow, or sorry, by the time that these preserve jars are done, these blueberries will have grown. Now I'm thinking that I want to do some mining today, and the reason for that is we are going to need iron, gold, and refined quartz to make the sprinklers in the future. And so I think it's just a good idea for me to stock up on that as much as I can now, just in advance. Here we go. It looks like... Oh! Okay, so we just got a new weapon, and it looks like it was one of these rare slimes that we saw earlier. I forget. I think these guys drop something rare, but I forget. I haven't seen a whole lot of them. We'll see. He drops an iron edge, another new weapon. So right now we do 26 to 42 damage with our sword. This letter rod is not that good, and this sword really isn't that good either. It's going to do a lot less damage, less speed. Yeah, this isn't good at all. Whoa! Oh, that's awesome. Guys, this is a prismatic shard. and it's basically the rarest gemstone in the game. And we can donate this to Gunther when we get to the museum. It's a super rare find, so that's awesome to just find it randomly while we're mining. So real quick here, guys, we're finished up with the mining trip, and I want to show you guys one of the benefits of these minecarts. So you see it's 12 a.m. Typically we would have left a lot earlier, so we would make it home and not pass out. But because of these, we can just click on this, click on the bus stop, and we're already halfway home. And Linus is going to give us some mountain rolls, or sorry, some maki rolls, not mountain rolls. And this is like actually really cool because we need this for the community center. So we're no longer gonna have to craft that on our own. We can just turn that in like that. So real quickly, just review everything we got from the mines. We basically only went for iron here, and we ended up getting 122 of them, which is super good. We also ended up getting another Dwarf Scroll 3, which we don't really need anymore, but it's still cool that we got it. Got some frozen tears. We got a frozen geode that we'll be able to crack open here, and we ended up with 5 quartz, which we can smelt down to get refined quartz. So basically, we made it out of here with 5 more quality sprinklers once we get it, which is pretty solid. We're just going to want a cave carrot, which I'm confident we have at home. The reason that we're here at Pierre's is because I actually want to pick up a poppy seed because we need to put in a poppy into the community center. You can see over in the chef's bundle, it's one of the things we're going to have to pick up, so might as well get it now. So while we're over here by the community center, we can go over to the bulletin board, chef's bundle, and throw in the maki rolls, as well as we can throw in that blueberry jelly that we got earlier. And then finally, in the winter foraging bundle, we picked up a winter root from our mining session, so we'll only have to pick up the snow yam and the crocus when we get to winter. We picked up a rusty spoon off the ground, which we can donate. And while we're over here, we will go ahead and process just a few geodes. Probably not going to get anything crazy out of these, but, you know, we're in the area. But the real reason we came over here was to go to donate in the museum our prismatic shard, which we don't really have a great place for right now. Throw it over here by the dwarf stuff. I think that looks nice. I do want to quickly head over to the Adventurous Guild over here, which isn't a building that we see a lot of, because I want to sell this iron edge. We're only going to get 150 gold from it, but we don't really need it anymore. Let's go ahead and check on our cave here now that we've had a few days, and there's an orange in here, which is something we need to donate to the community center, so already seems pretty worth it that we got that. Does anyone else think Robin's hair from the back looks like a cowboy hat? I've always thought it was a cowboy hat whenever I see her walking backwards, and I realize it's just a bun, but it looks like a cowboy hat, right? But guys, it looks like if we go over here to our tree, our pine tar is finally done. That should mean as well that when we go over here... Okay, so it looks like maybe the pine tar gets done faster than the other two over here, but that's fine. But guys, I think that's gonna be it for this episode of the Stardew Valley series. I hope you enjoyed. You know, we got a ton done. We got some fishing done. We got some mining done. We just did a whole bunch of things, so pretty good variety episode, I think. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it for the episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Deuces.